Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Business. Tonight, we are talking with Mrs. Be Unique herself, Bernadine. I'm not going to say her last name. I'm going to say it. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm not going to. No. But Bernie, she is the creative director and owner of Be Unique Events. They are a boutique located in the heart of Toronto, and we are going to be talking on how to survive COVID. Now, industry alone, there's been a lot of challenges, obviously, because you can't have a huge crowd. Tonight, we're going to be talking about hey, Bernie.
Hey girl, what's up?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
So we'll be talking about the event industry and some of the changes that it has been undergoing. So here she is, Miss Bernie. How
hey,
you
what's up,
doing?
people? I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Long day, but no, it's a long good day. As long as
Yeah,
it's a good day, then I'm okay with it.
awesome,
Right.
awesome.
How are you?
I'm feeling good, you know? I feel
Good,
happy. Yeah, and
good,
it's so
good.
nice to see you.
Amazing as usual. I'm sorry?
I said it's nice to see you. It's been a long
I
while.
know, I know, I know. I miss you.
I miss you too.
No, we'll see each other as right now. I guess everything is digital, so
Mhm.
eventually our birthdays are coming up, guys. We're a week apart.
Cancer
This
power.
this is my party partner right here, our birthday party. So Bernie, just to get into it, we're talking about business. You're in the event industry. I used to be in it, and I'm watching it from afar now to see a lot of the changes that's been undergoing. So before we get into all of that, I want you to introduce yourself to everyone and just tell them more about the unique events.
Yeah, so my name is Bernadine, as Sue mentioned, and Sue, we're going to teach you how to say my last name.
I made an attempt, and I didn't want to mess it up. We're gonna practice.
I'm going to make you get it one day.
Cool. Okay, we'll practice in a second. Yeah.
I'm the owner of Be Unique Events. We specialize in different types of events such as weddings, baby showers, birthday parties. We do planning and we also do event design.
Amazing. So
Yes.
how long have you been in it for? How long have you been in the industry?
So this August will be 10 years.
10 years. Wow, amazing.
Yes.
So, um, what are some of the effects that COVID has had on yourself? And then we can talk about clients, which are part and parcel. So how has COVID affected the business, the industry on a whole?
The industry on a whole, it has turned it pretty much upside down.
Yeah.
So if we'll talk about the venues in general, so, you know, in the past, you could have 150, 200 people at your wedding, and now it's been reduced drastically to about 10 indoors for
Mhm.
venues. So, yeah, that's something that us as event designers and planners are not used to. Venues
Mhm.
are not really used to that. So it's been a really dramatic shift.
Has it been, is it less work, would you say? Because I mean, you're going from 200 to 10, or is it the same amount of work that you put in terms of like the design and stuff?
Yeah. So it's definitely less work, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, before if I'm trying to prepare 30 centerpieces, now I'm only
Mm-hmm.
preparing like five, for
Mm-hmm.
example. So yeah, it's less work, but I would say work comes in terms of when you're talking to a client and they have to change their wedding date and you're redoing the contracts and you're redoing the invoice. And then they're like, hi, you know, we have to postpone it again. So now you got to redo the contract again. So
Mm-hmm.
more admin work, but less.
More admin. Okay.
Yeah,
So you see there's a balance there. So you have less physical work, but more admin work. So
exactly.
how has it affected the clients now? So obviously they can't have as much people. Is there a huge difference in terms of any procedures or anything like that? Like at the weddings, are they still doing the full thing, like ceremony and the dinner part after the reception, or is it has that
Yeah,
part changed?
most of them are now doing ceremony only, and they say they
Mhm.
want to have their reception when, you know, things have kind of calmed down with COVID. Like in a year or two, they're saying, you know what, we'll do the big reception then. But for now, a lot of them just want to get eloped
Yeah.
and the big party later down the road.
Comes later on the road. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, I don't know. It's a new world we're living in, and it's like, is it ever gonna get back? Like, are we ever gonna have parties with 200-300 people or weddings again? Like, I can't foresee that anytime soon. Even like with people, like the vaccination and things kind of slowly, kind of not really opening up. I don't know if it's ever gonna get back to that scale. Maybe 50, or I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it might eventually scale back?
Yeah, I don't see it getting back to 200 maybe for another maybe 2 to 3 years. That's what
Mm,
I just
yeah,
way too soon, right? I
yeah.
don't
No.
happening next year or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, you don't? Oh, yeah. So it's right now, are people still booking? Like, are clients booking for the future, or the like
Yeah,
new clients?
surprisingly, a lot of people are still optimistic because
Mm.
inquiries are still coming in for me. Um,
Really?
I even got a few today, and people are inquiring about 2022, 2023. So
Really?
there's still
Okay.
people that are optimistic. Yeah,
Oh, so people are just kind of pushing the dates out now, like instead of a 1 year plan, and they're doing it more so for 2 years. It makes sense because
exactly.
then,
Yeah.
um, probably like when things slowly start to open up, it's going to be like super booked up. So it's actually pretty smart. I didn't think that far ahead to say that, yeah, people would plan 2 years in advance, but it makes sense. No, you said 2022. Oh, why am I still stuck in
Yeah.
2020? Oh, I'm thinking 2 years ago. Okay, so they're planning for 1 year. Okay, is anyone planning for 2 years out? Like, is most of your inquiries for 2022, or is it more so for 2023?
The farthest out.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so some people are kind of just pushing it way out there. Okay. So in terms of, okay, obviously the numbers have reduced. What challenges has it been on the business side of it? So there's a physical part of it where you said it's not as much physical labor because you're reducing, 30 tables down to 5. Um, but what are some of the challenges outside of that um, anyone in the industry may be facing?
So like, I would say like financial changes. So, you many sales as you
Hmm.
were, in the previous years. So sales have gone down. Um, what else? Brides being upset because a lot of people in the industry now have a no refund policy. Collectively as a whole, that's what we've decided to do. I mean, yeah. And so a lot of people, they don't like that. That's been a challenge with them.
I could, it's from a business standpoint, I definitely understand it. Because even when, I was doing decor, that money, what a lot of people don't realize, that money's spent already. When they give the deposits,
That's right.
that's to secure whatever it is, if it's the flowers, if it's certain pieces that you're reserving for that day. And even though that day unfortunately has to be modified, that is income loss
Mhm.
essentially. And then sometimes, a lot of times, we have other vendors that we connect with, that we also have to pay in order to reserve their services, right? So it's a whole ripple effect, and unfortunately, I can understand where the clients don't necessarily understand, right? So I guess it's more like, how have you been handling that? Like, is there, obviously a lot of people are upset, but like, you have a policy or something that kind of explains that there isn't beforehand, there isn't any refunds for
Yeah.
deposits?
So pretty much when COVID started, I'd probably say midway. WPIC, which is the organization that I'm certified with, they sent out a contract that's been updated based on COVID. So it
Oh,
explains that, yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
So it pretty much that there are, no refunds based on COVID, that will accommodate postponements and what have you. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I have
Oh,
that contract in place. Some people read it, some people don't.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine most people don't. I know, like when I had my contracts, and was reading them. But
Yeah.
it's, no, again, speaking from a business standpoint, that's why it's so important to have contracts, right? A lot of people, I remember a couple people, two people telling me that they didn't want to have a contract because they felt like it was too aggressive or too mean. I'm like, no, it's to really cover your butt in situations like this. Like, who saw COVID coming and who would have known? So when you have a contract, and it doesn't, it doesn't have to be a long one, but one that covers all the important parts, it's
Mm-hmm.
super important, because at the end of the day, if they come back and this happens and you're like, no, there's no refunds, at least you have written proof to say that I told you this beforehand. So regardless of whatever it is, your deposit is non-refundable.
Yeah.
So guys, we're going to have a live talking about contracts and the importance of that, or agreements. Sometimes people like to say agreements because it sounds less aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
but that's really good that the WPIC
Yep.
had provided that with you guys. You want to make sure everything's covered. So
Yeah.
um, now, what are some measures, like security measures, that you have to put in place now to in order to do your events? Like, has anything changed there for you?
When you say security measures in terms
Like,
of,
not security, safety measures. Sorry, I just say safety. So, like,
mm,
just wear a mask, or do you have a?
yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
You know, me and my team, we all have to wear a mask.
Can I
It's
see
meant,
one?
sorry,
Can I
sorry.
see one?
Oh
Can I
yeah,
see one?
yeah,
It's so
yeah. Oh my
cute.
gosh, now you put me on the spot. Hold on, let me grab it for you because I really want to
That's what I
show
really
off.
wanted to say.
So I have them in
I'm,
white and I have them in black. I'm so
are you
happy.
having a one too? I want to order one.
Yeah, I'll give you one. Hold on, because I'm so proud. I got so
It's
many
so cute.
mascots
I know. That's what I really want to see.
done.
Guys, her
You
Brandon, like,
have to
let's
have one.
walk
You
and
have
find
the
that.
white
Look at
the
it. Look
black
at it.
theater.
Bam. Look at it. It's so cute. When I saw them, they were so cute.
Thank you. So
I
it has
love it.
the Be Unique Bee.
Yeah, I love it. And you have it in black too.
Yes, I have it in black. Madonna
Yeah.
asked the question. Hey, Madonna. So Madonna has worked with me since 2014. So she
Mm-hmm.
asked me how I deal with angry clients.
Mm-hmm.
So I did have a few experiences where people were upset about, I don't even want to say a few. I don't want to sound that bad. I would
Mm-hmm.
say one.
Okay.
One
Okay.
where she was upset because of the no refund policy. Um, so how did I handle that? You got to remain professional. You have to remain calm. You know, what's that saying? When they go low, you stay high.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will always keep my professionalism. I respect my business and I respect people. So, you know, if someone gets upset, you just got to keep it professional and try to explain to them the best you
Mm-hmm.
can, why there's a no refund policy. So that's how I dealt with that client.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
That's one of the things that it's, as a business owner, it's very challenging, because again, it's understandable
Mhm.
from their perspective. A lot of people lost their jobs, and who knows who's trying to like scrounge and get their money back from wherever they may have spent. But on the other side, as a business owner, again, if that money has been spent or accounted for, I should say, it's not an actual choice to say give them back, right? So like you said, I think it's really important just to kind of reiterate that, okay, unfortunately, the reason, we have a contract in place that explained this to you beforehand, COVID or not, that there's no refunds, right? That the money is accounted for. We secure, we secure the equipment, we secure the team, we secure the vendors, everybody else, so that we could deliver, exceptional service, right? So I think that's really important. I'm glad that you mentioned that, because a lot of times I think that business owners have a challenging time with dealing with upset clients, right? It's a matter of kind of putting yourself in their shoes and then remaining in your shoes to explain to them in a way that they could understand, right? So I'm glad that worked out. I'm glad that that you remain professional. I know sometimes it can be hard, especially with bridezillas. Woo, sometimes it can be really hard to like maintain your calm, but that's like a key thing, guys, is like just remaining really super calm. Um, so in terms of COVID, has anything positive come out of it? Has anything changed for your business to say that, okay, as a result, you had to start doing something else differently, and now it actually works out better? Has anything changed for you in that sense?
Yeah, I would say there's been a lot of positive with COVID in terms of, over the past few years, there were so many things that I wanted to do for my business, and I haven't had the opportunity, always busy doing events. So now that
Mm-hmm.
I don't have, I have this downtime stuff I've been meaning to do, like, creating packages for different type of events, for wedding,
Perfect.
for baby showers, for birthday You know, now I've created those packages. You know, I also now introduced specialized inspiration balloons because people are asking me
Oh,
about that and do that. I had this downtime to, like, you know, do stuff in the office that I do. I'm currently working on creating my showroom, so I got that started. So I would say it's positive that aspect, also positive on a learning aspect as well, right?
mhm.
Now that I have this downtime, learn more about business because I'm constantly learning, you know, whether I want to enhance my knowledge about taxes or pricing or marketing. So I have that time. So I definitely cannot say that COVID has been all negative. I can more positives than negatives,
Excellent.
fortunately.
I love that. Guys, in case you don't know, Bernie goes to the office. She's in the office right now. Okay. It's almost 10 o'clock and she's in the office. She goes in there every single day. And this is not to meet clients. She goes in there to work.
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of business owners, it's a mindset, right? You could stay at home in your pajamas and do the same thing you're doing at home, but you get up, you get dressed, you go into the office every guy. She's there every single day, even weekends. Okay, so I swear she sleeps there sometimes. I swear.
Yeah.
You know, but it's dedication. It's about putting yourself in that mind frame. And like you said, you're taking this time as an opportunity, right? So, you know, I really want to bring you on because I know like your dedication and I know that there's a lot of people in the industry, in the event industry that, you know, are saying that, okay, COVID sucks, which, you know, obviously it does on a grand scale, but at the same time, there's also a opportunity. Like you said, you're learning, you're teaching yourself, you're revising your business procedures, you're changing your packages, you're doing your showroom. So there's many opportunities, guys, other than just dealing with clients and making sales. Obviously, that's part of your income, but at the same time, you know, utilize the time differently, right? Efficiently. So that's really important.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing that. Um,
You're welcome.
is there now? Is there anything new? Okay, so is there anything new that you are now doing as a result of COVID that you will continue to do thereafter? So if it's like meeting clients on Zoom, or is there anything now that you started to do as a result that you would continue after or no?
I'll continue after. Wow, that's a challenging question. I mean, yeah, I've been enjoying the Zoom meetings, although I want people to come see my showroom. So, so
Yeah,
hopefully in the near future, you know, when the world can control COVID, I look forward for people to come into the office because I kind of miss doing that. Like, I think the
yeah.
last time I had clients come in here was a year ago. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity for clients to come back in here when things settle, of course,
Mhm.
and be able to see the showroom and all of that. So, yeah. So I guess in terms of things that I would definitely would or things that I might keep the same. I mean, I'll do Zoom meetings every once in a while, but I still want people back in here.
That's really important because like, first of all, she has a beautiful showroom.
Oh, thank
Beautiful. It's so pretty. Maybe if,
you.
can maybe show it later or something. But part of the
Yeah.
industry is that is it okay
Oh,
to film?
so Madonna said she wanted a virtual tour,
A
but it's
virtual
not
tour.
yet. I mean, this is. I mean, I did the front office, like, you know, I got the flooring. Okay, I'll show you the front here. It's kind of messy where I'm starting the showroom. I'm not
That's
totally
fine. Maybe
satisfied.
we're changing.
Huh?
We'll see. We'll stay tuned for the pictures when it's all put together.
Yeah, yeah. Let's wait
So
for
that
then.
if you saw the before and after, she did like the whole thing, the floor. I wish she had like before and after pictures to show like your
Yeah,
touch.
so prior to 2020, the floor was this ugly, I don't know, some ugly vinyl. So I did the floor over in marble tiles, you know, added some floating shelves, painted. So so this is actually a front office that I've completed. And then the
Okay.
showroom, I just put some shelving today to display my items. I painted, but when it's complete, I'll definitely post some pictures or we
Sure.
can do a virtual tour at that time.
For sure, for sure. So guys, you see like she is keeping herself busy and efficient. So again, it's not necessarily only about, okay, am I getting clients, so there's nothing for me to do. No, she's doing her showroom, she's doing her business, she's doing her marketing, revising everything. There's so many things to do. Guys, if you're just joining, I'm speaking with Bernadine from Be Unique Events. She's the creative director and the owner of a boutique event decor and planning company in Toronto. So we're just talking about how to survive COVID in the event industry. So she's shared a lot of great tips of things that she has done so far. I'm going to post this video. I'm going to, Bernie, if you want to type in the comment here, actually, yeah, type in your business name, guys. Go and follow her. Beautiful, beautiful events. Let's talk about your chupas. Chupa, am I saying it right? She didn't type it in. So,
Hoopa. Hold on 1 second here. Oh my God, I feel low.
I don't know, it's just, hold on, when you're trying to hold the phone up and type.
Give me a second here.
So,
Okay. Oh,
it
comment
didn't go?
failed to post. Why? Again.
Yeah, I can, oh, I'm getting an error too. Strange. Okay. I can post it. Well, when I repost
Oh,
the
that's.
video, I'll tag you in it. I'm getting an error too when I try to type it in.
Oh, it worked.
Oh no, so okay. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So, it's my Hoopa. The C is not
Cool.
pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
So I have another business called Be Unique. Be Unique Hoopas. And pretty much it's structures that I rent primarily to the Jewish community. They get married underneath it. It's a symbol of a home. Has 8 pieces. So 4 pillars, 4 like a square. You cover the top, and they get married underneath it. And the beauty of my hoopas is that the majority of them are made out of acrylic, which there aren't many companies offering that in Toronto. I'm one of the few,
Mm-hmm.
and it's doing really well. Just got a booking for it in Muskoka, so I'm
Oh
happy for
wow.
that. Like, people around Ontario. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's beautiful. And they look so
yeah.
gorgeous. How many do you have now? You have an acrylic
So I
one and
have
a
4. So I have
four.
it. So they're all acrylic, the ones that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I have a draped one as well, but it's the acrylic ones that I'm more focused on. So I have it in mirrored, clear, black, and white. And they're quite beautiful. So, Madonna said they are beautiful. Love when you add the water too. Why, thank you, Madonna. I just love her. She's always so positive. It makes me feel so
No,
good.
but
Thanks,
she's telling
Madonna.
the truth. I didn't know you had a black one. Oh, you had a black one too. The mirrored one is so gorgeous. All of them are gorgeous. The white one, especially when you do like you add little drapes sometimes in the flowers, it looks so beautiful. So kind of talk to me
And I
about
just want
that
to
because
mention not.
hmm?
Oh, I
Sorry,
just
I was
wanted
I
to
was
mention
saying
that it's
talk
not
to me.
only for the.
So no,
Oh,
go
just
ahead. There's a
pausing.
delay,
Sorry.
so go ahead. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, so I was just going to say that it's not only for the Jewish community. It could be used as a wedding canopy for any type of wedding. So
Mhm.
any type of culture can use it as
Yeah.
a canopy as well. So usually the Jewish community will use it as a huppah. Other
Mhm.
communities can use it as a canopy, and the Indian community can use it as a mandap. So it's very versatile.
Okay, so kind of talk to
Mhm.
me about that a little bit. So you do weddings, that's probably one of your major things, and you do baby showers, you do all these things. So maybe talk about that because that's another thing that it's an extension now of your business. So you may not necessarily be the event planner or decorator for someone's wedding, but you do this rental alone, right? As a standalone. You said it's another
That,
business.
that's right.
So
Yes.
how did you like, why did you start to do that?
Yeah, so it actually happened by fluke. In 2018, one of my brides showed me a picture of a clear acrylic canopy, and I was going to rent it at first. And when I was calling rental companies, they were quoting me high prices to rent it. So 1,800,
Oh,
2,500, what have you, just to rent it. So I found someone that was able to make it for me, and
nice.
you know what, I'm just going to pay for it. And I had no idea at the time that it could be converted into a huppah until the designer messaged me and said, can I rent this as a huppah? And then I'm like, oh. And
Wow.
so I with it. Yeah. And I just invested in.
Oh, and they're Oh, you're freezing. Oh, yeah, and they're beautiful. I didn't know you had the black one. I can't wait to see the black one yet. The black one. So black acrylic, mirrored, and then Claire?
Yeah.
Yeah, Claire. So that's amazing. Good for you.
Yeah.
So in closing, because you've been talking about a lot of different things, and I'm really grateful that you're sharing all this information because a lot of people have been facing hard times, but the purpose of these lives is to show people, you know, business owners that are doing well, that are actually pushing past COVID to say, you know what, let's use this as an opportunity more so than a failure. So, in closing, is there any advice that you would give a fellow business owner in the industry or otherwise about just kind of remaining positive and pushing through with business?
Yeah, I mean, that I really like to think if I don't want to, think about COVID every day. I still want to remain positive. I still want to remain optimistic and take this as an opportunity. Don't just
Mm-hmm.
sit back and sorry, I hope this yeah, sorry, it just went dark. I hope it's not dying. But anyways, yeah, don't just, think of all the negative with COVID. Try to find the positive aspects about this
Mm-hmm.
down pretty much, right? If
Yeah.
you've been meaning to exercise more, exercise more. If you've been meaning to cook more, cook more. If
Mm-hmm.
you've been meaning to read more and learn about a particular subject, take this opportunity. Don't just sit there and sulk. I'm really concerned about mental health. I
Mm-hmm.
take that seriously. So I try not to be negative all the time. I mean, it happens every once in a while. We may
Yeah.
think negative. But for the most part, I try to be positive. When I want downtime, I watch Netflix, right? I'm a big watcher now. Or I listen to music. Everybody knows I love music. So I
Yeah.
listen to music, eat good food, find the positives of life. We're alive, which many people aren't here with us, unfortunately, at this time. Be grateful to be alive. Be grateful to be healthy. Be grateful for family,
Mm-hmm. Amen. And good friends.
Sorry?
And good
And
friends.
friends, I
Who
love
keep
Sue. Me and Sue be talking
who's
all
with you
day
till
on
3 o'clock in the
WhatsApp.
morning on WhatsApp?
Yeah. We talk at like 7 o'clock in the morning on WhatsApp, late at night.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, me and Sue will be talking at like 2 a.m. I love her. I
We
love
don't
her
sleep. We don't
personality,
sleep.
cancer.
Yeah, yeah. We
We
can
don't
pray.
sleep.
Telling you,
But
man.
yeah,
We're gonna
I
we're gonna have a
your
gonna have a
personality.
birthday, whether it's virtual or not. We're gonna do something for a birthday. Like we can't not do something. So, but yeah, you know what? You said
Absolutely.
a lot of gems. That's it's super important, even outside of the business. Like you said, maintaining your own mental health and your own self care. A lot of times, business owners we're so engulfed in the business and the operation of the business and the clients that we forget about ourselves. So this is even time to kind of do self-care, to kind of relax, sleep. I've caught up on my sleep. I know you have
Mhm.
too. So it's those things are things that matter because then when things reopen, it's going to be full force, right? So it's a matter of just kind of pacing yourself, relaxing, being grateful, staying positive. I love that. I love it. Thank you so much, Bernie.
Absolutely.
You're the best. Thank you. Guys, Bernie, you're going to teach me how to say the last name. Okay, you're
Say
going to teach me.
Ose Kwabna.
Ose,
Say Ose Kwabna.
Ose Kwambana. Did I say it? Oh, you're freezing. Sorry. Did I say it? Oh, sorry, you froze there. You said Ose Kwambana?
Yeah. Okay, say it one more
Did I
time.
say it?
I didn't hear you. It froze.
Oh, it froze. Okay. You said Ose Kwambana?
Girl, you got
Yay!
it.
Okay,
We're gonna
okay,
make
okay.
you a fellow Ghanaian.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you up.
Okay, you know what? Because people butcher my name for the longest time, I'm so weird about butchering someone's name. So I'm like, I'd rather not say it until you tell me how to say it. So I love it. Thank you. Thanks so much, Bernie. Guys, go and check her out. Check out her beautiful decor. If you know anyone that's getting married, whether it's a micro wedding or they're planning for 2 years out, check her out. Amazing planner, amazing decorator. Be Unique Events. I will post it and tag you in it after. Thanks so much, Bernie, for everything.
You. I had a great time. Thank you so much for
You
inviting
too.
me.
You too. All right, of course. All right.
All
Have a good
right.
night. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.